Man, that people some be tripping.
You are now about to witness
Knicks Real Talk just entered the chat. We ain't Google apps like Google Maps. We don't use our YouTube frugal with stats as usual fact. It's your man, the brand is hands on, going hard like calluses. Who styled this? Aiming at the mental with the game analysis. On a pregame show, read the script, you know we get it like crypto. On the rip though, I cyber decrypted, we locked them from the get go. On this Nick show, it's the co-pilots in the cloud like Microsoft. We hot like salt, the KRT drip club leading up the tip off. We flew like confident, put your Nick content in beast mode like our charm. We a cheat code, we roll the ball too far for you to reach on. We get our teach on the show that's fire. Price Knicks going to the wire. Get the entire game, somewhere in front of me, the numbers be. They don't lie, career popped up from the third eye, you heard why. It's the number one pregame show that's hitting like Soto. So picture the photo of your bros to the lens of that moto. It's the OGs, we outside riding in the orange blue sky. In Metropolitan, we connect in the vets go wallowing. And the matters off the massive without shaking asses. The team streaming on major platforms of fashion. Fans asking who the creed that's in the building killing this Nick Kid assassin.
You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey! You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey! You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey!
He's on fire!
Hey!
He's on fire!
Hey!
Hey, yo, what's good, everybody? What's good? What's good? Salute to everybody. Knicks Real Talk, the pregame show, Divine Shaw Powers. We in the building Knicks in Washington at the world most famous arena tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go ahead and get this thing popping, break all this stuff down, man. I'm excited to be here tonight with everybody, man. Salute to the chat. You already know where it's at, man. Let me bring my partner here, the one who get this other thing done with me. Shaw Powers, what's good, my man?
Peace to you, Divine, as always. Salute to the family in the chat. Let's get it.
Let's get it, man. Salute to the chat. Let me call you out. You're out. You're out. Krim's dad, eyeball, my brother. I see you. Queen Darlene, sister, what's popping? Radu, you know what it do. What's good, man? Jay Cholan, what's good, my brother? Travel Bides, what's popping? Double D, Slimmer. JR, what's good, Jermaine? Good to see you, my dude. Peace. Hand Speed, what's popping? Salute to Hand Speed in the building, man. Hand Speed, appreciate you coming in, my man. First time seeing you in the building, but appreciate you for real, for real. We in here, man. Listen, man, Knicks had a game last night. Got rid of that 3-game losing streak. We wasn't taking no bull last night, ladies and gentlemen. So we went out there and handled our business with a good win last night, man. 128-1. 116, I think that was, 128, 116. Knicks did what they had to do. Defense played a little better last night. Offense was clicking all the sailors, and the bench mob came to play last night. So overall, just a good win, man. Just to get off that 3-game losing streak, to get a good feeling in our soul with that win, man. So we just got to go ahead tonight and try to do it again. But other than that, man, just another game on a doctor last night, another game on a doctor today. Knicks is 3-3 right now at 500. Got a chance to get over 500 tonight, Shaw Powers. But other than that, man, what's good with you, my brother? What's going on? How you doing?
Everything good, Divine, you know what I mean? Another day, you know what I mean, in the books and stuff like that. And here with you, ready to talk some Knicks talk, you know what I mean? And but like you said, man, great game last night. They really came together. A lot of the things that we talked about and we mentioned last night came to fruition. So I'm glad to see it, and I'm ready to talk about it.
Yeah, real talk, man. It was a good game, man. Overall, man, they just came out there from the rip, from the beginning. From the first quarter, I seen the vibe that was in the building. They was playing hard on defense. Just overall good players. A lot of kudos to give to a lot of players last night, man. They all was playing well. Majority, I said the majority more than less. But they went out there grind. Josh Hart with the Josh Hart type of game we used to seeing them having. Typical game when he's feeling good. It was good to see him get out there doing what he's doing. 14-9. My man, Mikal Bridges, 9 assists, ladies and gentlemen. The big dog, 31. Cat, 20 and 15. My man, Anunoby, not only did he play some good scoring game, but when they needed him the most, he made it harder on Giddey. And Giddey was doing what he was doing last night. So overall, it just was a good all-around performance. They shot well from the floor. They shot 45. They shot 47 from downtown. Shot Powers. I'm like, dang. they were. If that any indication what it can be, man, they was lighting that thing up yesterday, man. They was just not missing from out there, man. And they was getting that ball, shooting in rhythm. Clarkson coming down off the break, pulling up from the three. I'm like, these cats were doing the shot power. So hopefully they continue that thing tonight and still stay in rhythm. And it's amazing because I was listening to my man Mike Brown in the press conference. He said we here. He said, but I still think we can go here though. That's scary. He think that we here, but he think he said we here, but we should be able to go here. And if he's feeling that way, that's a good sign to me when your coach believe that you still haven't, you nowhere near where I think you need to be. Obviously, we should hear Tips say that sometimes too, like we could be even better than that. But he feel like we're not even there where we're gonna be. If they're gonna be anything better than that, Shot Power, that's a good look so far.
Yeah, last night we performed. We joke and say things about being 50% from 3-point land. Shooting 43 pointers and hitting 20 of them, which almost what we did last night, 47% and some change. It's just incredible about how we went out there and performed. And you see when the defense comes into play, when you see the offense starts to click. And what we said last night about the minutes getting a little increase, everybody's going to start getting their regular minutes now. Everybody's going to start getting their regular minutes. All the guys, all our core guys for 8 got about 35 minutes or so, you know what I mean? And then he filled it in on the back end with the bench. And the bench performed yesterday. We also talked about this. Once again, this scoring 9 points by the 5 players in the second unit, getting to that 45 points. We had 46 points last night, or 44, something like that. So 46. So, come on, man. We right there where we need to be. And if Mike Brown can see something better than what we see on paper, then man, we in for a good run right now. And so this is a good start right now, and let's see if we can continue it tonight against Washington.
Yeah, what's interesting to me, man, and no knock on the Chicago Bulls, but you notice what they did in the last 2 games to us. They gave up 125 or better to us, and see, and that's what the indication to me is that good as they was playing. But their defense still giving up a lot of points because we even though they scored 135 on us the other day, they still gave up 125. And last night they gave up 128. You know what I mean? Granted, they didn't have no AU the sumo there, but I don't think he would have changed the outcome of that too much to me. But I think we was hit last night. We was home with some home cooking. We was on our home floor. We got on a road. We got on a road for three games, almost a week, pretty much, all the way from Miami, with the Miami. Vice versa, Miami, the Bucks, and then Chicago, or vice versa, in that little Midwest little triangle there after we left South Beach. So they was away from home for a while. They got back to the Madison Square Garden where the lights is bright. They know their nets, they know the rims, they know the atmosphere. The best 6 man in the world to me when it comes to sports in general. The Madison Square Garden, the New York Knicks fan base, ain't no other like that. And not only travel on the road deep, but it was really good to see the energy buzzing in the Garden last night. And they came out there and played some pretty good ball. I think we just got to get a little more tight on the defense a little bit, but still overall, you didn't give up 135 when you gave up 116. I wanted to get that down to 110 because it's like this here. With the Knicks offense, ladies and gentlemen, real quick, if we score on 117, 118 a game, and you only giving up 110, that makes a lot of wins. That's just a lot of wins. So our defense just got to get back to what they do, do like they did last night, get that down, maybe 8 more points. Get around that 108 for me. I'm 108, 110, and we scoring 117, 119. It's going to be hard to beat the Knicks. It really is. So let's hope that this is just a start or something. Maybe they get a rhythm. The good thing about it, they're at home for 7 games. Shot Powers, they play Wednesday, then they're off to Sunday. So the good thing, if they can win tonight and handle Minnesota on Wednesday, they don't play no more to Sunday. So see, that gives enough time to get back into a rhythm, go in the gym. You know what I mean? Now they could be in Tarrytown, maybe get 2 practices in with Mike Brown's system. Because, in the season, it's hard to get practice in the season. They come one night, one game after another, every other night. But for them to have off from Thursday to Sunday, even if it's Friday or Saturday in Tarrytown, or they in a film room, or whatever the case may be, but they get to kind of get an early chance to get a little bit more practice in. So I'm really happy about that as well. But overall, 3-3, good rule, good game last night. I'll take that.
I'm just gonna say this. I'm throwing this out the window. I just been seeing it, so I'm just gonna say it. I haven't seen anyone else talk about it. But do you see how cool Mike Brown is to the coaches? How he talks to the coaches, how he jokes around with them, and he, laps it up with them a little bit, and they lap it up with him, and it seemed like the Knicks get a little bit more calls recently. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just gonna say that on Knicks Real Talk. I'm not saying that it means anything, but a coach like that could, I don't want to say help us, but cool with the coaches. I'm not saying Tibbs wasn't cool with the coaches, but and not saying that we didn't get a lot of calls, and I haven't seen so many times so far. It's only been a couple of games, so. But I seen him last night talking to this the second time last night though. He was really laughing up it to pat the guy on the chest. Ha 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 ha. I was like, oh, we got somebody that's cool with the coaches. We got somebody that's cool with the refs. Man, we win a chicken dinner. So some of them calls are 50-50. May can go that way. You might have to challenge that to make sure, but you may see them calls going. Just throwing it out there. I'm not saying that anything, but that's what I've noticed. With that being said, Mike Brown is doing a fantastic job, and if he believes that we can go higher than what we did last night, man, bring it on.
Yeah, facts, man. That's scary. Yo, salute to the chat, man. Hey, Chris, BX is in the building. Queens Court affiliate in the building. Chris, what's good? BX, Chris, good to see you. Latoria, what's popping? Real talk, man. Great job. I never listened to you on Ron show the other day, Latoria. You're always putting it down. I appreciate you, and I appreciate the intellect from down there as well. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Thank y'all for coming in on this good win we got the other night. We just got to go out there and do it again tonight off of back-to-back. Washington, coming in here. Brian Keefe got them playing pretty good, though. I got to say this here. They got a good bunch of young talent with Bug Harrington, Keyshawn George, all the guys, man. Colin Berry. They got some good young guys, but they also got a couple of veterans that they got in a trade deal last year. You got Chris Middleton coming over here, but he won't play tonight. But you still got C.J. McCollum. They lost Marcus Smart and them guys, but they got a real bunch of good veterans around them young guys, man. And I really like the way Brian Keefe, which is a former Knicks assistant in one of our coaching staffs, he got them guys playing pretty hard down there. They not really going nowhere, but they got some good talent down there. Alex Starr, all these guys. Alex Starr, excuse me. So they're gonna be. I think as time going, they're gonna get better at what they do. So we can't take them for granted tonight because they just a bunch of young guys who like to go out there and play. And man, they really go out there. Bud Carrington and my man Keyshawn George go out. They be playing hard too. So I really like them. They got what's my man Cam Whitmore out there. All them guys, man, they got some really good young talent to watching. They haven't put it together totally yet, but I can see their future gonna be pretty good. But maybe it's a good draft this year. Maybe they wind up getting a good draft, get a good play out of the draft. But they're gonna be on a come up in another couple of years, so we can't take them for granted tonight. And I don't think we will. Coming off a back-to-back, our legs gonna be a little different. Than by the third quarter, might not be the same for us. You know what I mean? Because we played almost 30-something minutes our guy, which we had to because I think all coaches, me and Chop Howard talked about this in the background. Don't think Tibbs is the only one play these guys 30-something minutes again. All coaches do that. And even though they had a 20-point lead, but that shit evaporated pretty fast. And that's why I understood why Tibbs used to do stuff like that, because you can have a 20-point lead in the NBA and 3 minutes is down to 10. And next thing you know, now it becomes a dogfight. So the Knicks held on last night, won by 12, but you can see why they do the things that they do, just to make sure they don't let that thing get away. Because like I said, a turnover, a 3-point shot here, a turnover, another 3-point shot, or a missed shot and a rebound in the shot down there. Next thing you eviscerated 10 points. So good job, Mike Brown. I think the highest one was Carl Anthony Towns, 36, 35, 35, 32, stuff like that. So overall, he did what he had to do to win the game, Shot Powers. But tonight it's going to be a different story. I'm really looking forward to the Cats getting out here. Hopefully they can get a good lead out of these guys and rest some of them because they did play last night. So hopefully we have a situation in the game where we got to get a good lead. And maybe throw some of them other guys in there and let them get their feet wet tonight.
Yeah, it all depends on how we play, man. If we playing anything like we played something similar to last night, getting stops, taking control of the pace, getting the breakouts, getting the assist passes, knocking down 3-point shots when you open. Yeah, it's gonna be tonight is a night that if you want to see the young guys, could possibly be the young guys get out there to play. not downgrading the Wizards and nothing like that, but Chicago is pretty hot this year so far, and they have some names on Chicago, so that makes them a little bit more relevant, if you want to say that. So these guys, you can't take them though, but I would like to see us get out there with our core 8 and dominate quarters 35, 32, 28, and then let the young guys come in and then finish it off for us.
Yeah, that would be nice. Really, to get a good game and get a blowout. I hope they can get to the blowout, like you said, because like I said, we got it one day after tomorrow. That we got Julius Randle and Anthony Edwards and Shinzo and them cats coming to the Garden on Wednesday. So we want to make sure we're ready for them as well. And I think they play hard tonight, though. You got that home cooking. I think they go out there and do what they do, man. So let's hope that we can tell. But this game day, ladies and gentlemen, you see it right there. Knicks, Washington Wizards at the World Famous Arena, 7:30. Like I said, it's going to be on at least streaming on Fubu and NBA TV, but it will be on MSG for all those who get MSG. But if not, you're streaming on Fubu. I think you got to have a subscription for that, and NBA TV as well. But either way it goes, I hope you get to watch the game tonight, because I see what I got there. I got the shutdown, the government shutdown. That's because Washington Wizards is the nation capital and the government shut down. So I call this Knicks game tonight the shutdown. The Knicks going to shut it down tonight just like they did the government. So, but y'all see where I'm going with that. If y'all can put that together, man. Salute to the chat. Doug Fresh, Coach was popping. Good to see you. President Boss is in the building, man. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all coming in. But it's just another game on the doctrine, man. And I'm ready for it, man. I'm ready for it. I hope we go out there and do what we do tonight. Cross T's and dot I's and play like we played last night. Give me a little bit more tighter defense tonight. And we go out there and get to the victory, man. Get over 500, get to 4-3. And we take it from there. I think it's gonna be a fun one tonight, man. I do think my man starting tonight. Doug Fred Javaselli is in the starting lineup tonight. So Mitchell Robinson, I'll put the stats up in a minute and go over the injury report and everything. But yeah, my man is going to be in the starting lineup tonight, so that's a good thing for the Knicks. But just go out here, he can get some decent minutes, because it's hard to get like I said, to get a lot of minutes when you got the guys clicking like they clicked last night. So everybody not going to play the minutes they want to play, especially when you got it going on real good, and they had it going on last night. So he pulled Yabusele with like 2. He's like, yo, I just don't need you tonight, my man. So and that's a good thing. I mean, that's not a bad thing when you can do that and not have to worry about it because you got enough firepower out there to go the distance without one of the guys in the lineup. And like Shaw Power said, that 9.5, like Mike Brown said, 9.5. I can't go 10. I might have to go 9.5. This dude is something else, bro. He is something else.
He kind of used that thing last night. He used the Yabusele 3 minutes or something like that. So Yabusele was, and it looks good that he did that, because now he's going to start tonight because Mitch is going to be out. So maybe he used the chess move. Maybe he made a move before the move was even made. You know what I mean? All right, Yabusele be playing pretty good tonight. I don't want to mess up this little rotation I got with these 9 guys in here. He's doing things like we talked in the background, Divine. Instead of Deuce coming in first, instead of Josh Hart coming in first, here comes Landry Shaman. Landry Shaman? What in the world? So this guy's different, man.
You just different. Landy Shaman, I knew this was in him. That's why I was happy about him last year. In the playoffs, he started getting it popping, but I'm like, this cat, he fits what we do, man. I knew Mike Brown was going to keep him. He's what Mike Brown needed, a 3-point shooter who could run the floor and play some straight-on ball defense. He's playing good for the Knicks. They had it going last night, Shop out him and Clarkson and Deuce McBride and Josh Hart. That's my man. I mean, this cat is a proven, savvy veteran, been in some games with the Clippers and so on and so on. It's good to have a guy like that, man. He played hard too. But he was knocking them down, and that was good to see. Bench mob, salute to the bench mob last night, man. The cats put up 46 points. They wasn't playing last night. I was like, okay, this is what they doing, man. So that was good to see. We needed that for them. But that, like I said, that's what home cooking do for you. And let's go over the stats, the end reports, and everything. And we get back at it, man. This is Divine, Shout Power, Go Talk. It's the game right now, man. The Knicks are watching. We going for 2 in a row. Let's get it popping, man. Let's talk about this thing right quick and we get back at it, man. Real talk. Here we go, man. Let's go to the end report. Who's starting the stats? Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. That go to injury report, starting lineups. Like I said, for the New York Knicks tonight, Javaselli will be in the starting lineup tonight. Mitchell Robinson rests for the coming off a back-to-back. Josh Hart tweaked that ankle a little bit, so he's a game time decision. Hopefully, they don't even use him. Let Daddy and somebody play tonight. I know Josh Hart gonna want to get out there. I know how he is, but he's a banged up dude right now. But he went out there and put up a great effort. But if you don't need him tonight, sit him down and let somebody else take that spot and get him and let him heal that ankle was hurting that bad. And other than that, Chris Middleton for them guys, like I said, he's on an injury report for them day to day with an elbow. Chris Middleton, you know how you get down, man, out coming from from Milwaukee last year and a Kuzma trade and all that good stuff for them to share some salary. But Shaw Powell, look at the numbers right quick. 2 days ago, ladies and gentlemen, them 3-point numbers were 33%. 2 days ago, the field goal numbers were at 40%. With a couple of good games to do from you, and right now, we right almost back at league average. After tonight, if we have a good shooting performance from out there tonight, and pound the glass and everything tonight, we probably be back right about over league average in 3-point shooting. So we knew it was a matter of time before they get accustomed to what Mike Brown wanted to do. On a lot of sprays out there, 3 points from the corner, pulling up off the rip, man. Fast break pull-ups, corners, everywhere. Brunson hitting them off the dribble, everything, man. So Cat knocked him down from 40. I'm like, it is crazy, man. It was good to see though. So that's a good feeling to see them hitting the ball like that. Hopefully they got to be able to maintain that, because if you don't hit it that night, you better be doing something else. So we got to make sure the inside game and the outside game is working, and just keep the field goal percentage. We need to get that up to like 48, 50. Before the homestand is over. We just got to get back to the normal. I think normal for the New York Knicks to me probably this year should be at least 38% from downtown, at least 49% from the floor. I think we shooting the guard pretty well for the charity strike this season, so that's not a bad thing. But we just got to make sure that we knocking down these shots the way we need to on a consistent basis, play some defense, Shot Power.
Yeah, I just in a couple of games, and in a couple more games, you'll see the real numbers, how they change from all the teams, especially with us. Points are going to go up a little bit. Rebounds are staying right around that's 25 assists a game. So I mean that's about right. The league average 36%. 0.5 but they shot, so it's starting to average out. The better game that we had can go to the games that we lost, and we combine them, and now we're at 36. So we're making strides going forward. And if you watched the game yesterday, if you watched the game and you didn't think that we made strides, I don't know how you can say that we did. Everybody looked good last night. Everybody had we had 4, 5, 6 guys in 20 points or something like that, double-digit scoring and rebounds. But and everybody's doing extra. So it's starting to look good. And Cat was phenomenal last night. Now he's starting to hit his 3-point shot. He's and everybody's like, oh, Cat, we trade Cat. He's horrible. I don't even know why would the Knicks made all of this thing to move Julius Randle and DiVincenzo to bring Cat over here if we thought Cat wasn't nothing? If you thought Cat couldn't perform. Cat last year was an all-star. We forget that? This guy's been an all-star. How many times all-star? How many things he done accomplished in his career? The only thing he's waiting to do is do what everybody else on the team want to do, is win a championship here in New York. You win it here in New York, it's over. You can retire. Whatever you want to. Josh Hart may retire after he might not want to play nowhere else. Now you gonna trade me? I retire. Don't worry about it. But just to say that, I think the team let's see what happens tonight. This is not, like I said, this is not this is a lower level in the East right now. So, but no one to take, you can't take them lightly. You can't take them lightly. Because they are NBA players. And boy, oh boy, do people like to play the Knicks. They come out and play their best basketball. Or the Knicks, we're going to Madison Square Garden tonight. We're going to MSG tonight, but in the Mecca. We're going to the Mecca.
Right.
That's how it is.
Yeah, man. Know what? On another note, like even with the Cat thing, I think, you know what? No matter what, we knew what we was getting with Cat. I'm not listening. Cat never been a good defender, ladies and gentlemen. You can't. Here's an old saying for all the old heads. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. Can't do that. You know, he is who he is. He is who he is. He's a demon on the glass. He get you buckets. His defense ain't never been his strong. It is never gonna be a strong suit. That's the reason why they put Mitchell Robinson out there. Like I always say, you gotta have a blanket around him. You know what I mean? But you know, and it is what it is. But I take his lack of defense, but what else he doing? Because here's one part of his defense. He's really good at rebounding.
Right.
He's a good rebound. That's defense. When does defense stop the other person from getting the ball? So he might not be a one-on-one defender, block shot demon, all that, but that man can snatch some damn rebounds like it ain't no other, and that's defense. You know, and him and Jalen Brunson is the Achilles heel when it comes to defense on our team, because you got the point of attack defense that sucks, and you got the back of the back line that sucks too. But you thank God you got the wing stops in there, and you threw Mitchell Robinson in. I think it'll help it out in the long run. But what he don't make up a win every, he good at a lot of them. So you know, and you know, even with a lot of them guys, man. But I'll tell you one thing. Last night, I meant to say the New York Knicks did not miss a free throw last night.
That's incredible, man.
20.
I don't remember the last time they did that. 21 was it last night. How many was it?
22 for 22.
22.
Yeah. 22 for 22. He was killing, and they play. My man impressing me on the defense side of the ball though, Clarkson.
Yes,
he's impressing me on that side of the defense side of the ball. We got quite a few guys who are not really good defenders, but Clarkson kind of shocked me a little bit. He's really getting after it on the defense side of the ball. So kudos to him too, because I never known him as a good defensive guy. I knew he'd play it, but I never known him to being a stellar guy. But he was playing it since he's been with the Knicks. So him, Jalen Brunson, them guys like that, we're gonna expect, and maybe Yabo them to agree. We and Cat Brunson. Clarkson, I will always say, and I thought Yabo to a degree, but it looked like they put more of an effort in, and hopefully Cat can put in more of an effort. You know what I mean? We need Cat to go out there and not get stupid fouls, but also make an effort at least. The good thing, if you make an effort, that's enough. Defense is a lot of it is about effort to me. You know what I mean? So just make the effort, and I think they'd be okay. But we need our defense to be, like I said, 108 a game, man. Get around 108. And hold these opponent. You hold these opponent to 108. The Knicks will win 60 games because he ain't nobody gonna stop their offense. Not when they clicking. Child Powell last night, 21 points from Anunoby. Towns 20 and 15. I'm ahead was crazy though. Mikal Bridges, he really had 20 points because he had 10 points and 9 assists. He dropped 9 dimes last night, ladies and gentlemen. I was like, so he really did it. He played here. He contributed to over 20 points. You know what I mean? Because even from a 2-point perspective, 9 times 2 is 18. You could say he still contributed 28 points, but a lot of them probably were threes too. So you know he really had an impact on that game and everything. That's why everybody except he was a plus. Everybody was a plus pretty much in that whole game, except for the guys who didn't play. But Shammy was plus 17, McBride was plus 10, Josh Hart plus 1. Phenomenal game by Josh Hart, 14, 9, and 3. So suit to him. But Anunoby was the star of the game, defense player of the game. Like Coach said, well, we really need him to slow Giddey down later on in the game. But that dude, man, for some reason, I cannot for the life of me understand why they can't stop Giddey shot powers. Seems like he put that stuff up at ease, man. It don't even look like he dropped that.
Because it's New York, man. It's New York, man.
Bro. He do that.
He only does that against New York, man. There's players that really get up hard for New York, man.
Yep, that was crazy last night. I was like, they can't stop this dude for nothing. But they did enough. I know we did enough to do that. So and we open up the panel in a few seconds, man, and we talk about it. But it's something Shaw Powell. I hope I can get it without messing up the. I might have to do. I want to let y'all hear something, but we'll get back at it. Because I think the commercial might. It will be late. I think it was right about now. Yeah, I just want to hear. right here. I gotta tap myself for this one.
You hear me, Divine?
You can't hear. Did you hear him?
No, I didn't hear it.
Oh, you didn't hear it? Okay. Oh, I thought y'all was playing. But anyway, he said something that was really interesting to me. I don't know why I didn't put it up there. Let me put it on the thing because I think it's important from a standpoint of knowing your coach and what he like to do and what he holds himself accountable for. Here we go, right here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me put it up there again and let me know if you can hear it, Shop Hours.
Time. And so once we get everybody up to speed, it just won't be Mikhail being able to make that read. We have basketball players that can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it should be all of us that should be able to make that read very well.
Bench 46 points. Just how encouraging is that?
No, it's good. Now, it starts with me because I got to help him. With Josh coming back, with Mitch coming back, with, the different things that those guys present in terms of minutes and all that, I didn't help them a ton the last couple of games. I was all over the map with the substitutions. And so it was hard for those guys to get a rhythm because the guy's going in, he's coming out, he's going in, he's coming out. And so, I have to do a better job, and I thought I did tonight, of trying to have a rotation and stick with it while still playing, 9 and a half, 10 guys. And I have to help them continue to get comfortable in that area because we have guys that can come off the bench and make plays and knock down shots.
I just thought that was, he holds himself accountable, man. And you could appreciate that from a coach. But he said one thing that we harp on all the time, like, I think people don't understand why Tibbs didn't play a lot of players. It's a rhythm thing. I mean, we beat this to the cows go home on this show. You got to be in a rhythm playing basketball, and he knows, and he understands that because you let a guy come in for 2 minutes, he ain't getting no rhythm. So it's good. What I mean? I'm glad that he when he said that last night. I love his press conference, Shop Howard. He breaks down all the variables, Shop Howard. No stones unturned. He'll tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly. And that's what I like about Mike Brown because he's a very intellectual, savvy guy, but he also don't sugarcoat nothing. You know what I mean? I like that about him. He just straight up with it. You know what I mean? Hopefully
just like how you said, Divine, he brung up the two names, Josh Hart and Mitchell Robinson, and those two guys were getting sporadic minutes. We even said this in yesterday about Josh Hart maybe could be getting close to 30 minutes and all this stuff, and Mitchell Robinson maybe words on the street or put him in the second unit and all this other crap and all this stuff. But he talked about it just like we talked about it, and evidently now you've seen everybody last night get almost 30 minutes. Josh Hart almost 30 minutes. Everybody else got about 35 minutes. Deuce McBride almost got 30 minutes. Clarkson or everybody else almost got about 30 minutes. You know what I mean? So he's filling them in well, and the rotations are looking good to me. So what can I say but watch and be in awe.
Yeah, I want to see what he do tonight, ladies and gentlemen, after a back-to-back. But I think at the beginning of the season, I think I was telling everybody, my biggest thing for this season to me wasn't even the players. It was him. I knew what the players could do. Like, I know what Cat could do, Brunson, all of them. My biggest emphasis this year was Mike Brown. That was the one I was going to study the most this year. I already know what everybody else could do. Like, we seen Brunson get down. We seen Shaman, all of them get down last year. But we didn't see Mike Brown get down last year. So to see Mike Brown and what he doing with the team is interesting. I hope that it gets better and better because he said they still haven't even reached their peak yet. So that's a good feeling. But I think I like so far that when he gets to these press conferences, he just lays it all out there, man. I can't say that enough because sometimes You want to hear what your coaches really, really feel about their team and what they're doing right, what not, what they're doing, and what they're doing, what they're not doing, things of that nature. And I think he do a good job of breaking that down in the press conferences. So salute to him. Real talk, yo, peace to the guard alive. Wild gun smokers in the building. G smokers in the building. NYC. Mr. Tito's is in the building. Peace to the guard alive. Wide. Rasul was popping. Salute to everybody in the chat. Queen Darlene, Latoria, John, everybody, man. Salute to you guys, man. Real talk. About to bring Jay Chosen in the building, but he can get his thoughts in here, man. Jay Chosen was popping, my man.
Yeah, what's good? What's good? Popping, my brothers. Everything good?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
good.
Next one, we good.
We next one, we good. We woke up, we good. We woke up, we good. Period.
Right.
But the next one makes it better, right? Makes it better.
Yeah.
We started off with I love how you thought we were playing with you that about the video. But that I love what he says there. I love the accountability. I love the way he talks. A man does not need an exercise in how to handle the New York media. I'll tell you that much right now. And that is a very good sign because not only is he taking the accountability, but he is doing what he needs to do. Sometimes he doesn't, like he said, he does nothing. He'll step back. When I saw that Yabo didn't really play that much, and I saw it was a back-to-back, I don't know. For some reason, I thought maybe he was trying to hold him off for a little bit. Because what other reason would there be for him not to have any minutes in the game?
Right. Yeah.
Right. And then and also Mitch's minutes weren't like excessive, so it was good. Like everything worked out perfectly the way it needed to be. Mm-hmm. And then we gave him that home cooking. That we gave him that butt whooping that they deserve. Okay, you got me, but I'm gonna come back out tomorrow. Watch out when I come back out tomorrow. And then we did.
Yes, facts. Yeah, like I said, they wasn't taking no bullshit last night.
Word, nothing.
They was getting it, man. I hope they can keep getting it. Tonight gonna be a different story. A new team. They playing pretty good ball. I mean, they only 1-5, but they numbers is not bad. They shooting pretty good from the floor. They shooting pretty good from downtown. Young savvy team. Jay and Shaw. They just trying to find a way, but they got some young dudes who really like to go play basketball down here. And this ain't gonna be no cakewalk coming off a back-to-back. Though I think the Knicks will beat them like that. But I'm gonna tell you, this is gonna be an interesting matchup for the Knicks tonight, man, because. Like I said, you're coming off the back-to-back. You got your starting lineup play around 35 minutes. They had the Tips energy last night. He like, I'm trying to win the game. I don't give a fuck. I paid these guys $40 million. They better not try to go out early. So you know how it go, man. But yeah, other than that, I got to put this out there. Alawad to crack me up, but I'm gonna tell you why I said this. He said, "Oh yeah." Let me put this right quick. Alawad said, "Mike Brown sells you called on Bushwick Avenue and wear the Fizdale brand goggles." In that same press conference, right? He was like, they were in the reason. He was like, I don't know if these aggressive, what they call them, progressive. Yeah. He said, I got them somewhere in Westchester, but I think they're the cheap pair. So next time I go there, I don't think I'm going to shout them out. I'm not going to give them no kudos because they showed me some cheap glass. It was funny as shit. But anyway, Mike Brown got a sense of humor. So I wanted to kind of piggyback into that with the Fizdale goggles. I was like, Mike Brown he's a funny dude, man. He had me cracking up last night. Like, this cat can't even see the line. He's like, I don't know. They knew glad they progressive. I don't know, but we know whatever. But yeah, man. And listen, let's make sure he can see them damn W's. That's all. Right. Them W's, man. If we can see them W's, we okay. But what's your expectation for the game tonight, Shop Howard? What you looking for in here tonight?
Yeah, I think we got the same thing that we had last night. A lot of guys getting out, playing hard defense, and controlling the pace. Will be a little different to see Yabo in the starting unit. So this is his time to shine. He's going to get some minutes tonight, and this is if everybody, beginning of the year, guy came in a little chubby after he played all year. I don't know how he did that. So those 2 weeks after he stopped playing the FIBA, I mean that he must have went to every restaurant in the world and ate. I'm not saying that he put on a little bit of weight, but he'll knock some of that stuff off playing right now. And tonight is the night for him to get out there and play some good basketball. You know what I mean? Get back out there and knock down some shots, grab some rebounds. That's one of the things that I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm not going to get on him about his defense because I really didn't watch him as much as I watched the Knicks. Yeah, or if you talk about a cat or something like that. But what I do want him to do is something that I believe that he can do with his frame: rebound the basketball, contest shots, move your feet and stay in front of your man. I mean, you don't have to block every shot. You don't have to be super athletic and all that stuff. Use your body. You 280 pounds, use it. Slide to the left, slide to the right.
To the right.
You know what I mean? That's it. You know what I mean? Put your hands up. You know what I mean? So you don't catch no fouls. Grab some rebounds. Yeah,
crisscross. Everybody clap their hands.
So this is what I want to see. You know what I mean? And if he can do those things, if he can do those things tonight, man, those are the things that we need Yabo to do tonight. That's the perfect thing. They need to play that at the Garden tonight. So when he out there, he need to hear that song. Slide together.
Hey, real quick, John, if we go undefeated on this homestand, 10-3, what did we say? 15-5 every quarter, 60 wins. They go 10-3 on this homestand, then they would have to go 5-2 in the next 7 games. That go out 15-5, ladies and gentlemen. 15-5 every quarter of the season, 60 games. I'm banking on this shit here. But real quick, on another note, I don't want to do my chain of thought before I give it to Jay. What did we say at the beginning of the season? Out of all the Knicks, who's going to struggle the most? Beginning of the season, who we said would be? Abaselli, because he played that whole summer fever. Them legs is bent, bro. He can't. Them legs was hurting, so he tried to catch up to Mike Brown pace and everything like that. But hopefully he get a chance to get out there with, like Shaw Power said, with some more minutes because, you know, like I said, it's a rhythm thing. And last year with Philadelphia, Jay Choden, he was starting because all them dudes went down. And Paul George, he played 72 games last year for the guy and pretty much started a lot of them. That's why he had 11 points a game. And he was averaging almost 6 rebounds and everything like that. I think he'll put the effort in there, block a couple shots here and there. But I'm like Shaw Powell, I really don't know his game like that because I never really watched him play. Because when he was at Boston, when he came to the league with Philly, I never really watched him like that. So we get a chance to see him in a little bit more of a fuller capacity tonight because he started. Let's see if we can go out there and be productive tonight.
I agree with you 100%. What caught my eye was the game that he played against us. But the game that he played against us, he put in some work. He put in some dirty work, matter of fact, right under the basket. That's what he did. What we're looking for. I think he had a double-double the game versus us, a high double-double and 20-something points and 12 rebounds, something like that. So he is to me, if he played all summer and whatever, I don't know how we gained so much weight. But listen, I'll tell you what, he could use that to his advantage. Just a shot smile made me just clap, and I'm still clapping my hands. All right, you could use that to his advantage not only on the rebounding but on the picking. Setting that pick, setting the right pick, his size will knock somebody out. If they came running around the thing and they turn around into him, they're going to get knocked out. All right? So that's what they need to use him for. Because other people, Hart, Towns, OG in a way, those brothers are going to get rebounds. Especially Cat, right? And if Mitch was here, rebounds. So tonight, since he's not, use him in that setting, except for, like, for instance, Mitch had 5 rebounds yesterday. Before them were offensive rebounds. So 4 out of the 5 were offensive rebounds. That means that we had a second chance, probably got 8. With 4 rebounds, that's up to 12 points. So that's what I believe that he should be trying to do. Setting the right tone, setting the right pick, whether it's underneath the rim or outside the rim. And if he gets, like yesterday, when I said, what if Clarkson gets going, get like somewhere around 14 points, and he hears the crowd screaming for him, and what he did, he got 15. They were screaming for him. He felt good. I believe the same thing for Yabo. Yabo does it something like that. Maybe a 10-10 game. Maybe a
Couple of
10-7, something like that game. And then he leaves with one hard block that just sends it into the third row. He'll feel it. He's going to change his game. It'll start progressing differently.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm feeling it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, slide to your left. And that's what he needs to do tonight. 100%.
I noticed the other game too, Jay and Shy. He had knocked down a crisp 3. I think he was the other game. I don't think was it the past game last night or the one it was in Chicago. I thought about it. He hit a nice. I mean, the 3 was crisp though. I mean, I like looked like he getting his legs under him because that shot was pure. I seen the energy a little bit more the other night than I would normally see in the first 4 games. So let's hope that he might be getting his legs back under him. Cause and if he do, I'm with you tonight. I think he go out there tonight and 10-7. I'm with you on that one. I think he can do 10-7. Knock a couple of threes, grab some good rebound, maybe get a block here or there, set some hard screens like you said. I think if he could do that tonight, because we're gonna need every bit of it with them playing last night. Coming off that game last night. So let's see what Mike Brown do tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Is he gonna extend that rotation to tonight? Might be a time to extend your rotation to 11 guys. Rhythm and no rhythm, because they played last night. So if Josh Hart can't be 100%, then I think you might see a Kolick early, or you might see a DeWara tonight, or Pacome. I don't know. So let's see how it goes, or how pretty. Let's see if he used them tonight because they played the game last night. Sharp Howard, he might extend that bench tonight just due to the fact they played last night.
I mean, if you got them on there and they're available, if you got guys that ain't all the way up to par, it's still early, would be at home. And the guys being on the New York team get riled up because they're on New York. You in New York and you hearing the crowd call out your name and stuff like that. Tyler, Cole, you hear all that stuff out there? Yeah, you want to put up 40 points. You want to do your best game and all that stuff. So let's hope that can come into fruition too, because we're going to need the guys tonight. If Jason and Josh Hart foot is hurting, we're not going to have Mitchell Robinson playing tonight. You know what I mean? So now we may be down 2 players right now, possibly, you know what I mean? So at least definitely Mitchell Robinson. So with that being said, somebody else got to step up on the bench, or this is a perfect time for somebody to come in here to make a statement saying that I'm here to play some basketball for the New York Knicks this year. Put me in, coach, if you need me.
If it wasn't a back-to-back, I wouldn't even really lean toward the guys like that, because you want him to do what he did last night for sure. Or the past night, excuse me, the last night. We got another night after that, many more hopefully in our lifetime. But the past night, I can see why he didn't use them guys, but tonight is different. It's a back-to-back, and I guarantee you, with time the third quarter come, them legs going to be hurting. They're going to be hurting, because not only did it was a back-to-back, you remember we run faster this year than Tibbs did. So we use more pace than Tibbs did. So them legs is even more, you know what I mean? Because we run a lot now. We get up and down the floor, and so off a back-to-back, plus with the system that we running now, which we get up and down the floor a lot, them legs going to catch up to you. So let's hope that, if we get to a point where he see the team, these young, because you remember, they got a bunch of young guys who got energy on that team tonight. You understand what I'm saying? Washington, a very young team, got young legs, young energy. They ain't scared of nothing neither. They go get it. They ain't scared of nothing. And Brian Keefe got them playing good. And Brian Keefe coming from our school of thought, because he was a Knicks assistant coach over here. So, he understands his guard and everything. So let's see how it goes. But let me shout out some people in the chat, because they just came in. East Blue, what's popping? My man Danny, good to see you, my brother. What's good? I think I'm gonna miss nobody in the building for sure. D Ross, my man. G Ross is always representing from day one. D Ross, what's good, my brother? Salute to everybody, man. Real talk, man. Make sure you hit that button for your brothers, man. Clap your hands just like we were doing. So. But yeah, man, it's all good, man. I'm giddy about it. I want this team to get over, win this game. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the point. Next 2 games for this reason. If we can win these next 2, and we got 4 days off, we don't be off till Sunday. That's big for the Knicks. That gives anybody, that'll give Josh Hart a chance, and big, especially Cat, Josh Hart, and Mitchell Robinson. Them the ones that they got a nagging injuries right now on the team. Jay told us, so by having 4 days off from Wednesday to Sunday, well, they got Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, they can get them ice buckets, get into the training facility, get the muscles together, and they got 2 days to go into Terry to work on some of Mike Brown's system. and then they come back on and they play Brooklyn. So that, so I think they got to take advantage of this thing right now with these with this homestand and them 4 days off for sure.
There's no doubt about it. We need that half man now. The 9.5. We need that half guy. Wherever he is, maybe he's underneath somewhere. Suddenly, we need him to hop on the court because word. He over there doing the cha-cha. When he comes over, he's gonna play really good. Whoever that is, maybe Spud Webb. I'll tell you what. I really believe this. We get off to a really good start tonight. You're going to see a whole lot of Clarkson. You're going to see a whole lot of Deuce. You're going to see a whole, depending on how Hart feels, you're going to see a whole lot of Hart. I don't really think that Hart. I don't think that Hart can sit still. Like if he's available to play, I think he's going to play. I also agree with that. I would love to see Jameson and Dewara. I've been wanting to see Dewara play 15 minutes per game every game. He's that quasi power forward 6'9" shred. That's who we need out there. I don't know why. I do not think we're gonna see Bacone play. I just don't think they want him to get hurt because they have plans for him. That's my own personal feeling. That's nothing I read or anything. That's me, just my own personal feelings. If he hasn't got burned yet, I don't know. But let them get off to a really good lead, and then I would definitely pull Brunson back. I'll pull Cat back, especially with those nagging, their feet hurting and their knees hurting, and then. Like you said, they go up to Tarrytown, get some Italian going, and they'll be fine, and they'll be just fine. Yep. And I love the way they look. I love the way they're looking. This really was all about Brown from the beginning. From Jump Street, because when you are an NBA player, especially when you have been a starter in the league. Or you've been a 6-man a year, or you've done any of that, you need X amount of coaching, or you need to figure out kind of like, all right, so this guy has a scheme. Let me figure out a scheme. For him to take that accountability and for the way he handles everything, I'm sold. I'm sold. Remember, we're gonna lose a few games, people. We're gonna lose a few games.
Facts.
You're right. That kid's nice. What's his name? The Giddy. John Giddy was. He's nice.
That's why That's why they gave him the $100 million contract. He good.
That's right. Good. And think about where he left. He left Oklahoma. Anyway, you get it.
If we win 60 games, we definitely gonna lose 22.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. And I got them winning 68. So anyway,
you go ahead.
Remember what he said.
Yep.
So I believe in it.
And let me ask you a question. Next year, I know we jumping the gun here. We're moving forward. I see DeWalla cracking that rotation next year. I think this is one of them years where he just got to sit up there and learn the NBA from the bench. Yep. A lot of Deuce McBride, all of them do. But the one thing about that, one thing I like about Ted, he did play these ones, but he played all of them. You know what I mean? I got to give Ted that much credit. He played Deuce. I don't give a RJ. He played all these. He listen, and Yep. But I think the war going to be special though. And they picked up Bacone Daddy's option the other day. And I do agree with Jay. I think they picked their exercise as option because that's $200-something million in trade leverage.
You want to trade, right?
That's part of that
trade. Just let that go.
And so I kind of do believe that maybe what Jay said, I'm pretty much right. I thought about the same thing. Like they might don't want to play and they don't want to risk an injury.
They was about to put him in last night though.
Yeah,
he almost went in last night for about 13 seconds.
No, he went in for 13 seconds. And not funny. He got bumped into, and my heart skipped. I really believe that's the plan. God forbid at the trade deadline or next year or whatever, that there's something missing, Maybe it's a big man, like a 7-footer, and we could bring him in for the back. And they want the young guy. All right, cool.
I think they get. I think the Knicks to me is in the prime position at the deadline to go get with them contracts like what they got with them guys who not playing like Cole's money, Daddy's money, and who and some of them got to be bought that might be by that time be eligible to be traded. Like even Yabusele, hypothetically.
Right. I think so too.
You don't.
I was in my mind. Great minds thinking like in my mind. I was saying, damn, Yabusele might. I mean, not saying that he is. He might come out. Yabusele, you know what I mean? Might say Clarkson. These guys that came in with these contracts might be eligible around the trade deadline to get to going, get to moving. You know what I mean? Definitely Pacone. I mean, I think he's out there on the trade. I mean, they're looking to probably move from something like that. So something growing up, the Knicks ain't gonna let nothing good get away from them. They wasn't gonna let his not re-sign him for that money and let him be a free agent. Come on, the Knicks wasn't gonna do that. Come on, we know that already. This team is smart, man. This ain't like teams in the 11s and all that stuff. When we were the laugh out loud Knicks. This front office right here, baby. Ooh, boy, they are surprised. Who would have thought? And I'm sorry I got off topic, but I had to throw this out there. Who would have thought right now we would have OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Karl Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson, all in your starting unit.
Nobody see that coming.
You know what I mean? All on your starting unit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
the bench.
I knew, you know what I mean, and just those names alone on 2K when I was playing 2K, those names was big names.
Hey, look what
big names right there.
I still play. They are big names.
He's unhappy. Can you imagine just getting Devin Booker with the team they got now?
Devin Booker, yeah, his name's out there.
God.
Devin Booker and that's how things happen. We talk about Devin Booker. I mean, of course, I love to see Devin Booker over. If you put Devin Booker over here, and that type of trade is a trade for me that you have to make at the beginning of the year. But look at it, Twist. If you get Devin Booker at the trade deadline, what you gonna do?
Yeah,
that's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of wheeling and dealing.
I think they need more of a stop and pop type of guy, or a 6'10" to 7-foot playmaker or big guy in the background.
You know what's crazy? I'm gonna kid you not. I don't even think they need nobody. I just think they need.
And I was gonna say that too. And they might need nobody yet. They might actually need nobody.
I mean, listen, bro. The way these was scary to me. We go around right quick. Get the last thought. Mike Brown said when he said in that press conference, like they nowhere near where they supposed to be. That's scary to me. They nowhere near where they supposed to be. This is your coach saying this shit. You know what I mean? And I heard Cat say it too. He's like, look, we not even nowhere near where we need to be. That's scary. You put up 125 and you ain't nowhere where you need to be. I mean, come on. That is insane.
And you just had a 2015 game. Like,
let's go around. Jay, give me your thoughts, your prediction. We get around till we go get a pop up, my man.
Let me give my thoughts on my score. Here we go. Listen, I think that we win, play hard, work on getting that offense clicked. I like the fact that it's a back-to-back and then it's a back-to-back rest. That's really good for us. I think the Italians coming soon. Once this team gels, I don't know if you're old enough to remember Voltron, but when you're able to click together and then you form into something, this is that team that is forming into a championship team. I would not, by the way, take Booker right now because I really believe that if that's too many 30-point scorers for the thing, not that I wouldn't take him, but that's neither here nor there. The point is, I really like our team right now. I like our team. I like the people we have on our team. Now, if you can get them from Yabusele, I'll do it. But anyway, good coaching, good defense. Tonight's score is going to be can't sleep on Washington. You can't sleep on Washington either. We got to rock that pace, hit those free throws, beat you to it. I'm gonna go. I don't know. I feel like they're on that run now. But they're gonna slow down a little bit. All right, I'm gonna go 117. 98.
Damn, you and John McDonald, he got 115.98. You got 117.98. That great minds think alike, JD. John McDonald.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and who else? Let me see. Who else had to score? You had Shaw Powers. Who else had they score out there was pretty good too? Oh, D. Roth had 124.96. I'm pretty much where he is. Yeah, man. That's good.
The only reason I didn't go higher is because I believe they're gonna pull out the guys at a certain point.
Walter White's take over 123.
I have us beating. I have us winning. Control the pace. Grab your rebounds. Shoot your free throws. Shoot as we seen today over 36% for the 3-point land. Get the assists 25 or better. I got the New York Knicks winning tonight. 118 to 101. 118 to 101. Let's get it.
Fabian got 123, 103. Dave Haas got 125, 110. Alawa got 115.96. I like the score.
Yeah, I think pretty always.
Yeah,
pretty cool
trying to dollar me, man. Trying to dollar me.
I'm about to do the thank you, East Blue Drew, because I'm going with you. He got 135.92. I'm going 130 to 105 tonight for me. 130, 105. Travel Valley got 125.95. I'm gonna see who's gonna be close tomorrow. Last night I had 119, 109. They won 125, 116. So I was off 5, 6 on the Knicks side and 7 on the other side. But tonight,
I was only off a couple too. I was looking at the things. Yeah, it was.
Walter White got that's a good score too. He got 125, 106. I like that score too. But I'm gonna go 130. Yeah. I think they're gonna crack 130 tonight. I'm gonna tell you the reason why I think they're gonna crack 130 tonight. I got a feeling Yabusele gonna hit 2 threes in the start lineup, which Mitch wouldn't do for us, obviously, because he's not the point shooter. Yabusele gonna go out there and get us about 12 points and 8 rebounds and knock down a couple of threes. And I think Jalen Brunson is putting up 31 a game at will right now. So, and I don't think Alex Sarr can mess with Big Cat though. I mean, he's a good shot blocking young man, but body wise, I think Cat will eat him alive. So let's see. I'm going to go 130, 105. 130, 105. I'm going to stick there, man. But listen, man, y'all enjoy the game, man. Thank y'all for coming in. We'll see y'all on Wednesday. Then on Thursday night, we'll do the recap, ladies and gentlemen, because we know we got a game in tomorrow. But Thursday night after the Wednesday game, that's going to be hype. Minnesota in the building. Julius Randle back in the building. DiVincenzo back in the building. Anthony Edwards. So we can do the recap on Thursday night, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll jump in here, man. But Shaw Power.
Are you doing a pre?
Yeah, I'm doing a pre-Wednesday. But Thursday night, I'm doing a recap.
Oh, I'm bugging. Forget it. Skip it.
Fresh got 120, 110. Listen, man, y'all enjoy the game, everybody. Stay safe out there, man. Thank y'all for coming in. Please hit that like, subscribe for your boy. Tell a friend. We trying to get this thing rolling, man. Get these numbers up, man. It's been a kind of stagnation, but we gonna get it popping, though. You know, we ain't going nowhere. We here. We there. Let's go, New York Knicks. Let's get it popping tonight. Jay Choldin, Shaw Powers, the chat. Enjoy the game, man. Y'all stay safe out there, man. Real talk, man. And y'all in New York City, y'all got to vote tomorrow if you can. Go make it happen.
Early vote, baby. Early vote, baby. It's too late now, but early vote, baby.
Exactly. Well, let's get this thing rolling, man. We get up out of here, man, and get this thing going. I'm ready to see the Knicks watching back home with the shutdown.
Word up. I want to see Albo do a little bit of Hitchamora type of game. I want to see him play that way.
All right, let's get it then. Let's do it, man. Peace, y'all.
Peace, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
That's a good one with the shutdown.
You are now about to witness
Knicks Real Talk just entered the chat. We ain't Google apps like Google Maps. We don't use our YouTube frugal with stats as usual fact. It's your man, the brand is hands on, going hard like calluses. Who style just aiming at your mental with the game analysis on a pregame show. Read the script, you know we get it like crypto in the rip though. I side really cryptic, we locked them from the get go. On this Nick show, it's the co-pilots in the cloud like Microsoft. We hot like salt, the KRT trip club leading up to tip off. We fuel by confidence, put your Nick content in beast mode like our charm. We a cheat code, we roll the bar too far for you to reach on. We get our teach on the show that's fire. Prior to Knicks going to the wire. Hit the entire game, somewhere in front of me, the numbers be. They don't lie, career popped up from the third eye. You heard why? It's the #1 pregame show that's hitting like Soto. So picture the photo of your bro to the lens of that moto. It's the OGs, we outside riding in the orange blue sky. In Metropolitan, we connect in the vest go wallowing. And the matters with the massive without shaking asses. The team stream on major platforms of fast and fast asking who the creed that's in the building killing this lick kid assassin.
You are now about to witness it.
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
You are now about to witness it.
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
You are now about to witness it.
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire! He's on fire! He's on fire!